Welcome, guys, to another episode of the WSXN podcast. As always, my mantra, a united Africa is an undisputed Africa. My name is Briscoe. Welcome to the channel. And also, tell a friend, like, comment, share, subscribe. You help the channel to grow. So, Niger, the French army finally evacuate Niger completely. No more French troops in Niger. Take a look at this video, and so you can see what I'm talking about. Boom.
At the French military base in Niamey, Niger, a somber departure ceremony for the French soldiers. In attendance are soldiers and general officers from both France and Niger. The farewell party is for the final 157 French soldiers, mostly from logistics teams. The soldiers departed from Niamey airport at around 11 a.m. local time, and some Nigerians were glad to see them leave.
We are proud to see French troops leave our country for good. We made a firm request for the French forces to leave Niger, and this has been successfully achieved as of December 22nd. This marks a significant victory for us.
We really don't know what the French soldiers were doing in Niger. They had been in our country for over 10 years. Normally the fight against terrorism with their presence should be over, but the security situation has deteriorated further. We are happy that they are leaving our territory.
The departure of the French forces will aid in stabilizing our country. I believe that the solution of terrorism must come from Niger through the efforts of those who are victims of terrorism. Foreign support is welcome, but ultimately it is our responsibility to end this scourge.
So there you see that the final 104 soldiers that was left in Niger. Before I finish, it was 1,500 who had leave prior to this. They are like in October this year, 1,000, a little over 1,500, and they take all the cargo planes and the trucks and the tanks and all stuff, but they had leave 140. They saw the French claim that there was logistic people. So yeah, good news. And as I see, the citizens are already so happy about this that they don't want them there. But you know what? Let's finish the video before going further. Boom.
There have been fears that the departure of French troops would weaken the fight against insurgency, not just in Niger, but also in the wider Sahel region. But here in Niger, some believe things will be just fine. Since the insurgency attacks that killed dozens in the ranks of the Nigerian army last October, the security situation in Niger has been relatively calm. In the Tillaberi region in the southwest of the country, more than 300 schools are expected to reopen. One analyst says Niger can count on other international partners in the fight against terrorism.
Currently, Niger is open to other countries that can genuinely support its fight against terrorism. Recently, Russian and German military officials visited Niger, indicating that Niger can still rely on other partners.
So, before I go, the main reason why the French had, well, one of the reasons they was in Niger was for the resources, because as I was doing that earlier video, they were stealing the uranium from Niger, making billions. France, in 1 year, France made 54 billion US no, 54 billion euro they made in 1 year from the uranium from Niger. While Niger only get like, I think it was like 200, roughly around 300 million. But I don't know, they make 54 billion. Niger receive a little over 300 million for the same goods that the French was stolen. So that one. And number two, the French was also there claiming they are there to help with the terror attacks. But in 2011, look at this diagram I put it there. In 2011, Niger, the Sahel, which means the Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, Chad, and those places, have 116, a little over 100, 109, a little over 100 fatality. Compared to 2020, over 6,000 fatalities. So, but let's get back. They can take that down now. So, since the French was there have been more fatalities in the country, and the whole purpose of going there, according to them, was to halt and stop the insurgents with their high tech weapons and their high tech military gadgets and all this. So how is it that you have almost 2,000 troops in Niger? They cannot stop no attack, and they're getting more and more fatalities. When they wasn't there, it was dramatically less, like a little over 100, and that's between all the countries, not just Niger. So you see, the purpose there and this is what the Europeans, the colonizers, do on a regular basis. They will come into your country, state they are there to help with things, but while they are funding these said insurgents and aiding in some of these attacks, allegedly, it's been documented. That's what has been happening because recently in Burkina Faso, 2 weeks ago or a week ago, a little over 2 weeks, Abraham Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, hold 4 French citizens with diplomatic passports, technicians, like logistic people who good on computers. They caught them doing what they're not supposed to be doing in the country. Now they're gonna demanding their release, but yet they was caught doing um committing acts that they're not supposed to be doing in the first place. And not because they have diplomatic passport, that's me kind of say, oh, we need to back up people. When they already commit the crime, so they get caught, then they get locked up. No, the French are demanding it anyway. And this is the same thing they were doing in Niger, because the last 100 and something soldiers they had there was logistic soldiers, like people who deal with computers and data gathering and storage of information. Those are the ones who had left. So what? Why do we need them to? Why are they there still? Because they are still trying to sabotage the country to steal gain. Because they President Macron have been fighting tooth and nail to get back Niger, Burkina Faso, and all these other countries. Because why? Because he enlisted the help of the ECOWAS community, which is the Nigeria, Senegal, and those other countries back to the west. Yeah. And he was pressuring them to attack Niger. But it didn't happen because Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso came together. For those of you who didn't watch all the other videos, I was going to give you a summary. They came together and they defended Niger, and they end up can take the pushback, and then it becomes a global thing, and then Nigeria was getting backlash from trying to attack another African countries with the French and American backing. So that's how that came about to get foiled, and it didn't work. So because and main reason he's losing 54 billion pounds, euros. He's gonna be losing annually from getting kicked out of Niger. So no one want to lose that. So you're gonna put pressure now on the French economy. Naturally, that's gonna happen. It's gonna roll around this gradually because he also got kicked out of Burkina Faso and Mali, and that's trillions. You're gonna be losing at least $1 trillion annually from these 3 countries. Just losing these 3 countries, and they have others to lose, but we're talking about these 3 specific countries right now. So anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. As always, tell a friend, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about it. I'll respond to you as always. Boom.